How to overcome fear of spoken English? This is the frequently asked questions. My all subscribers, my friends, my students always ask me how to overcome fear of spoken English. If you are using English as a second language and your English is not your native language, then fear is normal. In fact, the fear of speaking a foreign language is far more common than you might think, because there is a name of this fear or so-called phobia, and you can say this is xenoglossophobia, the fear of learning and speaking a foreign language, because English is your foreign language, English is your not a native language. So it is a normal and it is the common. You are not alone that you are facing this fear. So today we are going to discuss how to overcome this fear, and today I will give you some tips how to come out from this fear and how we can get better confidence, how to speak fluent, right? So we all know that the feeling of not being able to put our thoughts into words, because the basic problem with you that you are unable to organize your thoughts, and this is the biggest issue. So first thing is I would like to tell you before giving any tip, just identify your fear. Define your fear exactly. What is your problem? If your problem is the words is not coming quickly, if your problem is you are unable to organize your thoughts, if you have problem of facing people, so you just need to just firstly identify. So today we will discuss about it, and I will also say to you that if you have any tip additional to my tip, so please also make sure and comment here. So let's start. Let's find a way to beat this one together. So I hope that we will find this a better solution and we will beat this fear. So the first thing is, what exactly are you afraid of? What exactly? Let exactly define whatever I have discussed earlier. The fear of failure. This is the biggest issue. Whatever I have common phenomena, I have understood it. The fear of failure. Second thing is being misunderstood and grammar mistakes. These three are the most common reasons why people are afraid to speak English. Because if you are having this fear and if you have this phobia, making mistakes feel like a failure. And that seems like the end of the world for us. But it is not like this. Actually, your mistakes make you a better person. Mistake is the part of process of learning. So speak rather than just thinking about this. And there is one more thing. If you have three mistakes and three issues, then the one thing is there is a inevitable, that is anxiety. When you have anxiety, your brain stops functions properly. It doesn't work smoothly and you got stuck there. Your anxiety reduces your brain ability to think and process. So it means that you are just thoughts is not coming properly. When you are anxious about speaking English, you are anxious about your mistakes, your brain can't process and your language is not working properly in your mind, and sentence is not coming naturally to you. So the first thing I would like to tell you, just think that these things are natural and don't pay enough attention, don't pay more attention about it. Just speak and listen. The more you will listen, the more this problem will be dispelled. The fear of being judged is usually present as well here, because you have also a feeling that you are being judged, you are going to be judged. Fear of being judged, because most of us are afraid of being judged, and it is the same thing with foreign language, because we often feel that if somebody is judging us, that other judge us, and that's the reason we always have a one something is something, this reason that is holding us back to speak. And the fear of being judged in the basically in the two part, that is grammar This is the biggest issue, grammar. We always thinking that we are committing any grammatical error and the pronunciation error. Remember, these two things is totally immaterial, because biggest issue is to convey your message. biggest our biggest objective is to speak, to convey your message. If you are making a grammatical error, irrespectively of your grammatical error or pronunciation mistakes, you are able to convey your message, and that is your biggest success. So the first thing is, no need to despair. There is always a way to succeed. There is always a way to succeed, and we will discuss in this lesson a lot of other ideas. So you need to do something differently. And again, I would like to give a tip: identify your exact fears, define your fears. The same topic I have also discussed in my first minute. Before you start a conversation, why don't you try talking in English? What thing exactly things is holding you back? Try to explain it, define it. First thing is that there is no real reason to be scared. There is no real reason. And this is the biggest truth. Start conversation without fear. Always remind to yourself that the fear is not rational, and that it will not only hold you back to speak English. It is totally a imaginary fear, because it only hold you back from your goal, which is to speak English fluently. If you will not start, because the first step is very, very important. The first step, if you will start, and that is called power of start. So don't think about it, just start. Second thing is that a figure talking to himself in a mirror. If you will speaking in front of a mirror, then you will find a better way to speak. You will get a better confidence. You will always watching to yourself how you speak, and by doing these things, you will practice. Because always learn one thing: practice is only one thing that could you make you further progress, and practice will make you only perfect. When you are preparing to yourself and you are practicing, then your confidence will only boost up. As much as you think that other people are natural talents, believe me, they surely prepare themselves better than you. They have not natural talent, believe me. Because however, it takes times, and it won't happen overnight. It takes times. Take times. Take your time. Practice. Most important thing is, if you're watching to somebody how he is speaking, and just imitate him, just copy him, the way he speaks, his pronunciation, his accent, how he speaks, his body language, just try to figure him out. Just try to copy him, and the more you will copy him, and after that you can also record to yourself. Just to record it, and whenever you will record, you will find a better way what is the biggest difference between you, how you speak, and how the somebody whom you copy, who is your role model, how he speaks. And the difference, the more you will try to reduce the difference, the better you will speak. Second thing is speak. If you feel afraid, one conversation is good start. Group conversation can be more complex, because and the people you are always having a inferiority complex, and in the groups people usually speak faster. To overcome your fear, try talking to one person, and this way you can concentrate on the speed, style, and the way you are speaking. And these things will, especially if you talk to a stranger, and this tip is again very important: don't overthink your way of speaking. Your way of speaking is correct, your words are going to use, etc., and everything, whatever the minds you are getting, whatever the message you want to convey, just relax and let the talk flow. Try to listen him. Just think about it. Have a deep breathe. Don't be panic. Speak. The more you will speak, the more confidence you will get. And this confidence is necessary to you speak. So the first thing is I have tell you, speak. Second thing is listen. The more you will listen, the you will get more confidence. And third tip is ask questions. And this is again very important. Remember one thing. The people who ask questions controls conversation. Ask questions. This is one of the best tips I could give you. Always during having meaningful conversation is to ask questions. Whenever you will ask questions, you will always be in the center of attention. But you will still practice your language skills. Asking questions is a good way to control conversation as well. You can ask me why. This is a good question. Because it always allows to participate at the same time and doesn't force you to be overly judged. You are participating, you are asking questions, you are at the center of the conversation, and you are also controlling conversation. And by doing these things, you are getting lots of input and lots of listening. And this listening alone could make a huge difference. Right? My next tip is slow down. You do not need to speak very fast. Don't need to rush. Speak slowly. Speak slowly. The more slow you will speak, the more you will sound confident. So if your speaking partner doesn't realize that, feel free to ask them to slow down a little bit. Right? It is interesting to know that if you begin talking clearly, slowly your partner will also speak slowly. Speak slowly. The more slow you will speak, the more you will sound confident, also the natural, and the less mistake you will commit. This is again, I will say that one of the best tips. So I hope that you have got this point. Speak slowly. And dynamic repetition. Next tip is dynamic repetition. Dynamic repetitions, in this sense, I would like to tell you, if you have various topics and you are repeating them in a dynamic way in different context, in different style, and that is pretty much repeating themselves. So this will give you a better way of speaking in different contexts. But if you are speaking in the same thing in the same repetition, so no matter how many different people you meet, topics are mainly about everyday life. So it benefits you too, because you will simply use the same words in different ways. And you are able to frame new sentence structure using the same words in different contexts, in different ways. And over time, you can master and expand them as well. After all, that's the point of vocabulary, because the vocabulary growth is very important. You need to also expand your vocabulary. To expansion of the vocabulary, you need to do this dynamic practice. Whenever you are using this technique, you are using this my point, you will learn a lot. Right? So speak more, listen more, speak slowly, and dynamic repetition. Right? So my next tip is smile. With this simple technique, with an honest smile, you can also speak the language in some way. Right? Perhaps you are familiar with this fact, but it is good to mention that a smile could make a very huge and significant difference. It is mentioned that a smile can really help sometimes. When you start talking, don't think about your fears or about your anything, any weakness or any words or phrases you might use. Don't think about it, because don't think about your pronunciation or anything that is holding you back. You need to just keep a smile in your face and keep speaking. Put a smile on your face and just speak. This simple tip will give you a lot of confidence and make a better impression in front of your listener. So instead of the thinking about your mistakes or about your weakness, just think about it. And this a smiling stick figure will give you a lot of confidence as well. So I hope I have covered all points, and I promise you, if you will follow my steps these tips regularly and over a time confidently, you will speak more confident and you will speak English without fear. So if you after all these tips feel nervous and shy about speaking English with other people, then you surely need to work on your other area as well. You need to work on your confidence. In order to be more confident with English, try to practice more. Try to following my tips, and you will soon overcome this your problem. So you will also realize that everybody makes mistakes, but the beauty of this mistake is, don't commit the same mistakes twice. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Try to get feedback. This feedback, if you will use this feedback as a springboard to come out from your problems, come out from your fear of figure, so you will learn a lot. Most important thing is, you don't need to worry. Even native speaker makes mistakes. Nobody laugh at them. Nobody will laugh at you. Don't think about that somebody is going to laugh you. Overall, that you are learning something. Think like a piano master who will learn to play piano. He commits hundreds mistakes. A professional singer always try to learn. I try to practice a one song in hundreds and hundreds times. Right? So these things. And again, one more tip I can give you, that is read aloud. For starters, find a text up to hundreds words and something that isn't too hard for you. If you aren't sure, ask someone who is fluent or native English. Read. The more you will read, mechanically a process is happen in your brain, and your brain make a circuitry system, a neuro circuitry system, and that make you will fluent. Right? So this reading alone can make a significant difference in your speaking English, and also give you a lot of confidence. This will also help you a lot in your fear of spoken English. You can also record yourself. Record it. Listen to recorded audio and practice along with it. Practice. Your mouth will be got adjusted to the tone and how to pronounce a particular word. This will also give you an intonation and the rhythm, how to sound naturally. These all things have one simple answer. This listen to recorded audio. Practice it. So these things will give you a lot of confidence. Try to reading the text without any help. After several repetition, record your voice. You can also take help from your other friends, somebody who can give you a real time and honest feedback. This will not only you will listen and compare your with your somebody who is more competent, and also that find the difference between your recording and somebody is much better than you. You will certainly develop your confidence. Always try to think how and where you can improve. So stand in front of the mirror. I have also mentioned this, and speak in front of it. Always try to look every time a opportunity where you can speak. If you are a shy person, this in front of speaking a mirror, this is an excellent technique. Don't try to become an introvert. Always come out in front of the people and speak. After practicing in front of the mirror, you will definitely have more confidence. You will getting the more confidence, and this confidence will give you a lot of energy, and you will speak more natural way. Right, I hope you have enjoyed my this video, and if you have enjoyed my video, so please give a like and thumbs up, and if you have any additional tip, so please comment in below. Right, and if the which tips you find is the best one, please also make a comment. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video again.